First and foremost, I just want to say, so I've got a question. I think that I have a problem making decisions, and I've come to realize I wanted to get a DJI Action 6. And then when I sit there and think about it, and I look at all the videos of people, I realize, like, is this really much different than what I currently have? And I guess my question for you, if you went from like the 4 to the 6 or the 5 to the 6, Nano, whatever, do you really feel that when you switched over and got the newer one, that it made that much of a difference? And I know for me, when I went from like a cell phone to this DJI Action 4, I was kind of blown away. And it brought a lot of joy and fun to my life. But I've also gotten a cell phone where I went from like one model to the next, and I didn't really notice a big difference besides me just going on the internet. It felt the same, you know? So I guess my question is, do you feel that like when you switched over, that it was worth it? Worth it in a sense of there was enough of a change where it even made a difference in your life? Or is it just the joy of playing with something new? You know what I mean? First and foremost, I just want to say, I'm only sharing this information just for the sake of information. In no way is it like me asking for help or anything like that. I just think it's something crazy. Yesterday, we talked to Jared's doctor, and he wanted to try a new medication. And then when we talked to him, he was like saying, you know, it's a little expensive if it's not covered by insurance. It's a little hard to get authorization, but let's give it a try. And he said, without insurance, it's a $3,000 medication. And I was like, man, that's crazy, you know? And then he was saying he has another patient that got the medication in Colombia. Can you guess how much it is in Colombia? $25. $25 if you get it in Colombia. And he said it's also available in Mexico for somewhere between $100 to $200. But yet in America, it's $3,000. And I don't know how I feel about, well, I do know how I feel about that. I think it's kind of crazy. I think it's very unfortunate. And what are you supposed to do if you're uninsured, you know? Or, on the other hand, you know, I was talking to my youngest daughter about it, and I was saying, well, now you know how those people that you see like in the world that are super rich, now you know how they're so rich. And the doctor was saying it just comes down to patents. And I don't know, like, maybe I'm naive or not a good businessman. I just don't understand how you can do that. Like, how you can charge $3,000 for something so little, and you're gonna say it's because of a patent, and you're stopping the world from receiving the benefit. I don't know, it seems like in healthcare, you would be in healthcare because your whole goal is to save as many lives as you can. But if you're in the business of healthcare, I think your job is to make the most money from the most individuals in need and charge the insurance up the yin yang. That's crazy to me though, like how that even works. Well, that's pretty depressing if you ask me. So my current plan right now is I'm charging some batteries for my other camera. I'm gonna go film at the coffee shop and hopefully design in my store. And I'm hoping that that area will create some kind of like inspiration on what to do and kind of allow me to focus. Because if I stay home, I just know I'm gonna sit there, watch Netflix or YouTube and not get what I need done, maybe fall asleep. You know how it goes. Or maybe you don't know how it goes, but that's how it goes. So now I have my camera set up on the other side. Thanks to Dennis, shout out Dennis, for, I don't know, he posted a picture and the camera was on the left, and I was thinking, what the hell? I've never even thought of putting it on the left. I don't know why I always put it on the right. It's just in my mind because that's where I had it. That was my only option. I don't know, stupid. But anyways, I guess the other thing though, at least in California, I don't know. I don't know if like a cop were to see this, if I would be, if they would appreciate that too much. I don't know. But I ended up, I was talking to my friend Jeff, and I was talking to him about how I was going to print stuff, and I was looking for supplies, and I was wondering what people are using, and we got into the conversation. I was saying I haven't even designed anything yet, and he was like, I have 3 more jobs and I'm done for the year. And he was like, why don't you just close for the remainder of the year and instead just come back strong? And it didn't take a lot of persuasion from me. And I think that might be what I'm gonna do. You know, I have some stuff coming tomorrow, and it's like, if I can get it done, I'll get it done. But I'm not gonna like scramble and try to make something happen and force it. I think I'd rather do a good job, and if it works out that way, then I'll make it. Of course, the Christmas season is the time for making and selling things and bringing in money, but you know, if it's like the business side of me is telling me that's the right thing to do, but the artistic side of me is telling me to do it right. And I put a lot of love and thought into what I do, and I don't really want to come out with anything, for lack of better words, like half-ass. So I think that's the plan. I was gonna go to the coffee shop and film down there. Jared ended up falling asleep. My daughter came home. I can go grab lunch, let him sleep a little. And like I said, that's kind of why my life is a little hard. You know, Jared kind of dictates how the day is gonna go, and he wanted to sleep. I'm gonna go to this place called Lolitas down the street and get myself a half order of carne asada chips. And the half order is like a more realistic size. And I'm gonna go get that, eat that, enjoy that, and show you that. I just had the realization too, which is really stupid. When you're wearing like a hoodie or something, or a sweatshirt, and you have like a t-shirt underneath, it's like you put the magnet on the outside of your shirt, and it's always kind of weird. I don't know why I never thought to myself of like putting the magnet on the inside, so it's connected to my t-shirt rather than the outside. Now no one knows I have a mic, and it feels way more normal. Got the chips, and pretty excited. So earlier I got tagged on a video.
Como ya es tarde, no puedo chantajear a Expo con que me invite un café, porque pues
No, bueno, pues yo creo que
tomo café en la... Ay, pero no.
It's in Spanish, but I need to know what they're saying, so I think I gotta go on my computer. I don't think it will translate on mobile. But I have a feeling, I think I know what it's about. I think he's saying that his wife is blackmailing him because I always get my wife coffee. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking it is. I don't know. We'll see. So let's see. We got the carne asada chips, half order this time, which is a normal size for a normal person. Can you guys see that? I do have the macro lens, but I'm not gonna go and get it. I don't got time for all that. But I would say this justifies as a taco time. This is Lolitas, which is a classic. I always say it, the same thing. It's a classic staple. But this is the carne asada chips. What I like about them is they have good chips. Everything's always fresh. Everything always tastes pretty good. But I would say that back in the 90s, like their carne asada was even better. I don't know, maybe different generation of cow. I don't really know. I don't know what the problem is. But I think we should do a slow motion salsa pour. What do you think? I feel like that would be ideal. Let's switch this. So real quick, I ended up filming a video of me eating the chips, talking about the chips. I even critiqued the chips, and I did it all in slow motion. So, there won't be any additional footage. Again, I made a mistake. I gotta go get my daughter, but yeah. The chips were good. They tasted great. Salsa great. Everything was good. I don't even know what I was talking about, but yeah, filming, like when you film in slow motion, don't forget to change it. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.